One team is coming off a super over loss and the other is coming on a high of winning their first game in this season. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking about Punjab and Bangalore, and this video is all about the match and stats preview, all the facts that you guys will need to know about game number 6 in cricket's greatest extravaganza, which is the Indian T20 League. So without much further ado, let's quickly get into the video. This will be the third game at the Dubai International Stadium. Obviously, the first two games were fantastic here. If you ever look at it, in those first two games, the average first inning score comes to around 160. So it's not a high scoring game. I think 160, 170, maximum of 180 is what this tournament is going to be all about this year. And not just that, the chasing team in those games, one chasing side won it. The other team that was chasing, they tied the match, and that was Punjab versus Delhi. So that was a great contest to watch out for. So again, chasing is going to be the mantra. I think that was it. I think that is going to be it for this season entirely. With that being said, let's quickly move on and look at the greatest of clashes that these two sides have had in the past with head-to-head. Since 2016, these two sides have met each other 8 times, and 6 out of those 8 times, Bangalore has overpowered Punjab, which gives Punjab a complete lower hand in this game. Also considering the fact that they lost their first game and Bangalore won theirs, gives Bangalore an added advantage. With that being said, let's quickly move on and let's talk all the important numbers before we start getting into this game. The first of these facts is about the Superman from Bengaluru, AB de Villiers. This man just loves batting against Punjab. He has an average of over 52, has a strike rate of over 160, and he scored 680 runs against Punjab. He loves playing against them. He is in great form. The half century that he scored in the first game, he's just going to continue to do the same for Bangalore. Moving on and speaking about Umesh Yadav, another Bengaluru boy who actually didn't have a great outing in the first game of the season, but against Punjab he also has done well. He's an average of just over 17, 29 wickets against Punjab in the IPL. And that is a number that nobody has ever been close to. He's the highest wicket taker against Punjab in this greatest T20 league. This next one is a milestone, and this is about Punjab's captain KL Rahul. He only needs 2 runs to get to 2000 IPL runs. He's at 1998 runs, and if he gets there, it's just going to be a beautiful feeling for him. We know what a player he is. Since the end of the 2019 World Cup, he has been magnificent for Team India, and he is going to continue to do so. He's now the captain. He's going to lead from the front, and that is exactly what he's expected to do. The next stat is also a milestone, but this is about the legend South African Dale Steyn. He's rejoined Bengaluru. He's 3 wickets away from that magical 100-wicket mark. He will be the first South African to get to the 100-wicket mark in the IPL if he does so, and we have no doubt that he's definitely going to pull it off. This last stat is about Yuzvendra Chahal, the Bengaluru man, the player of the match in the first game. He just loves bowling in this country, in the UAE. He has 10 wickets to his name, and this is a combination of the IPL that happened in 2014, minorly happened in 2014, and the competition that's happening currently. In the last game, like I said, he picked up 3 important wickets, so he is going to be a crucial X factor for Bengaluru throughout the course of the tournament. Well, we've seen our fair share of numbers before getting into this game. Let's quickly move on and let me tell you what my predicted 11 for both these sides are going to be. And I'm going to start off with the team that won their first game, Bengaluru. This team is a fantastic one this year, and in the first game they proved it. They obviously had a couple of weak links. I think that they're going to go with the same 11 because they want to give them a little more time to spend in the middle and get more exposure, because they've all been sitting at home for the last 6-7 months. It's only been 1 game that they've played now. The only weak link, according to me, here was the performance of Umesh Yadav. He needs to step up. He is a senior pro, and Virat Kohli really trusts Umesh Yadav with the red ball in IPL, and we all know what a beautiful bowler Umesh Yadav is. He obviously has had an advantage over Punjab, and this game I think he can redeem himself from all of the other negativities that have surrounded him. So this looks a very good side on paper. Let's quickly move on and let's talk about the predicted 11 for Punjab. Obviously, like Bangalore, Punjab would also want to go in with the same playing 11. I don't think they're going to meddle with that. They want to give all the players a little bit more time, and of course we can't forget the contributions of Mayank Agarwal. But the fact of the matter is, players like Maxwell, Nicholas Pooran, Rahul and all these expensive buys. Most importantly, captain KL Rahul. All these guys will have to step up, because only Mayank Agarwal was the person who scored the runs in the previous game and almost took them over the line. But imagine if all these guys step up, then Punjab will be an unstoppable team. So both these sides look great. This is what my predicted 11 is going to look like. What you guys have to do is in the comments, you guys tell me what your predicted 11 is going to be. And before we conclude the video, I have to give you CricTracker's verdict, the audience poll, whatever the audience has decided, I'm going to give it to you. I asked the audience, I asked my CricTracker audience if they thought that the challengers could thump the Kings, and they said yes. 73%, the majority of the people went with yes. They still think that Bangalore can overpower Punjab. So does head-to-head. So does the fact that Punjab lost their first game and Bangalore won their. All the momentum is with Bangalore, and that is also something that I feel. I also think that Bangalore has every right, every opportunity to take one over Punjab. So that's about it in this video, guys. If you did like the video, hit that like button. In the comments, tell me what your predictions are in terms of the predicted 11, in terms of who is going to win, in terms of who the man of the match is also going to be. And if you guys already haven't done it, then hit that subscribe button and also press the small notification bell right next to it. And I will see you guys very soon with more such videos.